Hey, y'all, hey. Y'all, come on in. Let me see who I can get in here today. Who, who coming in on live today with me? Hey, when you come in, just say hello. Just say hello. This gonna be real quick. Just say hello. Don't come in here and don't say hello. It's the Thursday before Easter. Come on. Don't be rude. Say hello. Hey, y'all. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. And y'all know I love y'all because I done rolled up in here. Hey, Katasha. Earrings. I done rolled up in here today with all of my natural tresses out. Y'all, look, I got gray hair and everything. Y'all know I'm not going to say I hate, but I'm not very fond of my um, natural hair. This is what it looks like. It's gray. Can y'all see the sun on it? It's gray. But I'm getting ready to get my hair done. But listen, I was just sitting here, and I'll be trying to make the best of every moment. Hey, Coco, girl. So, guess what? I don't care. I'm still fine. So, what? Anyway, I got my nails done today, y'all. Got my nails done. But that ain't what I came to say. I got something to say real quick, and then I'm out of here so y'all can enjoy your day. Katash, I can't stand my gray. I cannot. But the last time I put color in my hair, y'all, the entire texture of my hair changed, my curl pattern changed. I used to be able to wear my pineapple and it would just curl up and it would be so big and fluffy. But after I put that color in my hair, which I have not had like permanent color in my hair in, I can't even remember. When I used to have my hair short, the lady used to put the semi-permanent in there. It was is it Jazzin or something like that? And it was the spice cognac. But I had the short do and whatever. We did that in the winter, in the fall. But as far as permanent color, so one day I just decided I got tired of the gray and I'm going to color my hair, something I've never done before in my life, myself. And it was a beautiful cinnamon color. But let me tell you something. My entire, thank you, texture of my hair and the curl pattern, everything changed. So I was like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing it, and unless I do it professionally. Okay, that's what we get. Listen, y'all, we got to stop trying to cut corners. So I just got gray. So I'm getting ready to go in here now to T-Max salon and get her stylist to do something, for me, something different. I'm going to do something real different, y'all. I'll come back and show y'all, but different. But I came on here today to tell y'all something. Last night, I could not sleep, which for the people who know me know that is rare because I go to bed. But I could not sleep, so I was up at 1 and then 2 and then 3 looking around like, okay, that has not happened to me in a long time. But then I made a mistake and started watching the George Floyd case trial. So I was watching what had happened, I suppose, earlier that day. So I was watching and, I was just sitting there thinking, because I'm always thinking from a coaching perspective. And those of you know me know I'm an advocate for healing. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, like the level of trauma that these individuals who were standing right there when this happened, the level of trauma almost a year later for these individuals is so extensive that with my spiritual eye, I could see the individuals that I, went through that had already testified and some of the kids and things like that. And I said to myself, do we realize, and for those of you who watched the video, when this happened last year, I kept saying I'm not going to watch it, but everybody was talking about it. So I'm nosy. I got to stop being nosy. I went in there and I watched the video. Y'all, was messed up for weeks. I don't think I've had that level of trauma that was heavy since my parents died, where it was to the point where I fell into a deep depression. I don't even know this man, and I was crying every day, and I think it it was just levels of trauma that actually triggered levels of trauma that a lot of us have embedded in our DNA. That's why it really touched a lot of us last year. So can you imagine the people who were literally right there, who watched it, and not only did they take it in, being on the scene, but they were able to take in all the sounds and every bit and piece. See, we had the opportunity to turn it off or watch whatever we wanted to watch. They saw all of it, okay? And I saw these people, children on there, and I thought to myself, we have become so desensitized to trauma that when trauma finds its way to our address, we chuck it up or chalk it up, however you want to say it. Chalk it up is probably the right way, as just life. Just life. We as African Americans have such an extensive level of trauma that is embedded in the fibers of our DNA, so much so that when things happen, we chalk it up to life, or that happened, and oh well, we just moving on. Oh well, bless his heart. They ain't gonna charge him no way. This happens to us over and over. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's a cycle. And a lot of the trauma that some of us are carrying around, and I've said this a million times, and I gotta go, but pain will travel. And you can take pain and replace that word with trauma. You can replace it with unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, rejection, abandonment, all of these things that create trauma, abuse, rape, molestation, all of it. Addiction, all of it. You can take all of those and replace it with the pain. And the quote says, pain travels through family lines until someone. Now I'm going to stop right there. It says it travels, so we have the problem. It travels through family lines, but it also gives us the solution until someone, one person, decides that they're not going to allow this poison to continue to another generation through their legacy by doing what? By doing what? By doing the sacred healing work. You guys, as African Americans, we have become so desensitized to trauma, we just chalk it up to everyday living and life. This is what I expect. This is just what we go through. This is, how they do us. This is it. This is how we have been able to justify trauma, not realizing that you have been traumatized. You have been traumatized. Do you not know that living in lack, which some of you can attest to greatly, that living in lack and seeing your lights turned off and being evicted and not having food and watching your dad beat your mother and throw her down the steps, and then they go back together the next day, and your grandpa coming in drunk and mistreating grandma, but she still cleans and cooks. Do y'all realize this is trauma that you witnessed? And when you witnessed it, you took it in, okay? It's not just everyday life. It's not just it happened. It's not just, oh, well, it runs in my family. It's not just, well, that's how I am. Stop. Stop. That's not what it is. It's trauma. We need to call it what it is. You have been traumatized. And the people who did it, some of them had no idea because they were traumatized. And then they didn't have any idea because the one before them was traumatized. If I had time, I would share a story with you that God gave me standing at the kitchen sink one day about the pathology that has passed down from alcoholism in my family. Boy, that spirit almost got me. I've shared this story with y'all when I was in college, and after my parents died, I became a drunk, drinking everything I could find. And the people who went to school with me, they know if you found me and you found some of my friends that hung out with me, I'm not going to call their names because I haven't asked for their permission. On the weekend, we was drunk. That's how I got through being a ward of the state, an orphan, is to drink. Now, how did this happen to me? Because in high school, I didn't drink. Because of the level of pathology that is passed down through our DNA, that all of a sudden this thing has sprung up in your life and you don't know where it came from. Well, it came from your DNA, the pathology. Pain travels through family lines until. Now, if y'all gonna walk around, continue to walk around oblivious to this, then do it. But it's not gonna get us anywhere. Somebody has to take ownership, responsibility, and accountability to say, I'm going to call it what it is. Being molested by my babysitter was not a way of life. Oh, it happened to the best of us. Oh, it happened to my mama and my grandma. Oh, well, I guess it was my turn. No, that was trauma. You got to call it what it is. It was trauma. So we need to recognize trauma. All of those people who witnessed George Floyd being killed right before their eyes have probably seen so much death and murder that they considered it the ghetto. This is where we live. It's the neighborhood. But you guys, we got to stop giving it wheels. We got to stop giving it legs. We got to stop giving it a means of transportation through our family lines. And the only way to do that, the only way, you can do all you want to do. You can run all the way through the church. You can shout all the way from here to Jerusalem. But let me tell you something. If you do not do your sacred work, you're going to pass it right on to your children, and you'll look up and wonder why they do what you do. Because you tried your best not to teach it to them. Well, it didn't matter what you taught, because it was in the fiber of their DNA. Listen, God has called me for such a time as this. I don't care what, I don't care what anybody says. I am called to many of you who listen to me every week. And you're sitting there waiting on the opportunity. And you will go out and buy you a Louis Vuitton and a Gucci and red bottoms trying to be cute, but you don't want to spend the money and invest in yourself. What I teach you in a 5-week course, it costs me $5,000. Okay? And God said, how can you expect people to pay you when you won't even invest in yourself? Now, somebody that's a business owner out there needs to hear that. It's time to stop financing everybody else's dreams and hopes and build yours. And how do you do that? You're going to have to deal with this trauma, boo. If not, you're going to take it on with you everywhere you go. It's like a pocketbook. Black folk, we are going to have to call it what it is. I was molested, not me personally, but I'm just saying I was molested and it was traumatic. And because of that, I am dealing with PTSD. You're going to have to call it what it is. So the first couple of weeks, I'll teach you how to call it what it is. I'll teach you how to call out the people who did it, to call their names and assign them to your pain. Okay? And then I'm going to teach you how to take that same problem, that same pain. We're going to go through the process, and then I'm going to show you how to turn it into power. I just told y'all, college drunk. Could have drunk myself to death. About to just mess up a free ride to the University of Virginia, getting drunk. But thank the Lord, something turned on inside of me one day and said, I wish you would waste this money. Your mother would be so disappointed. And I had to turn it around. Listen, but that right there was even God. It is time for us to stop walking around here like trauma belongs to us, and it is a way of life. It is dysfunctional. It is dysfunctional, beloveds, and you're going to have to deal with it, or you're going to look up and your next generation, which is your legacy, is going to be walking around doing the same thing that you did, that your mama did, that your grandma did, and your great-grandma did. It's time out. Pain travels through family lines until, that means we got hope. We got hope. One person, someone decides, not in this line it won't, not today. because I'm going to do my sacred healing work and shut this thing off. Y'all, I love you. It's 4:29. I got an appointment at 4:30, and I don't like to be late. But I just wanted to come on. Look, y'all know I love y'all because I didn't come on here with my natural and everything. Y'all know I love y'all. Okay? Stop owning trauma. So we're going to have to get this thing done. Y'all, listen. I put the link up there. New course just hit yesterday. I can only take 20 spots. It's going to fill up. People already start signing up since yesterday's live. I'm coming on here every day till all 20 y'all behinds get signed up. Now play with me if you want to. 20 of y'all going to sign up before the end of this month, and we're going to get this thing taken care of. Come hell or high water. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Enjoy your day.